Line Lane, I'm Larry Marble. It's time for a big old heaping helping of ag information. You're listening to our program courtesy of the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat and their movement courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Corn futures were lower early, but fought their way into a positive territory as old crop corn was up a penny, and new crop December closed up 4 cents by the bushel. With index funds spreading out their longs in nearby May, the May inverse versus the rest of the 2022 months continues to gradually narrow. USDA reported new export corn sales this last week of 36.5 million bushels. The market generally believes that the Communist Chinese will buy significant amounts of old crop U.S. corn, but that has been slow in happening. New export sales of milo were once again a slight negative, as it has now been some time since the Communist Chinese were in our milo markets, as evidenced by the lack of demand for old crop milo, particularly through Corpus Christi. After being down sharply earlier in the week, crude oil, West Texas Intermediate, tried to rally yesterday, but ended the day essentially unchanged at 96 by the barrel. Far cry from the 130 by the barrel range a month ago that put gasoline and diesel prices up to lofty levels they mostly still occupy, even though the price is down. This persistent dry South Texas weather is a catastrophe beginning to happen if we don't get some rain soon. For help marketing your grains, it's Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Taking a look at those commodity prices, May 22 corn, $7.57 and 3/4 up 1 1/4. May 2022 beans, $16.45 and a half up 26. May Kansas City hard red winter wheat, $10.70 and 3/4 down 14 and 1/4. We're on the line with Jody Fry, producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Jody, how'd the cattle sell?
Been pretty good. Still seeing good numbers through this dry weather, right at 1,400 head today. More cattle than the week before compared with last week. Better quality calves and yearlings. Sold about steady. We're seeing some of these lightweight calves meet some resistance. Those lesser quality calves and those lightweight calves calling those $3 to $5 lower. Slaughter cows and bulls today calling those mostly $2 to $4 lower. A nice offering of bred cows and pairs sold steady. Best demand for those baby tooth and those good solid mouth cows. Now your short solid mouth cows and your older cow calf pairs, they're now being split apart, and we're weighing those. Your better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds, 140 up to a high of around 195, mostly 150 to 170. 600 to 800 pound steers, 125 to a high of 170, mostly 135 to 155. Heifer calves, better quality heifer calves, 400 to 600 pounds, from 130 up to a high of near 175, mostly 140 to 155. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding from 60 to 80. Several of the highest yielding slaughter cows today from 82 to 88. Thinner or lower yielding type cows from 35 to 57. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding 77 to 97. A few of those very highest yielding slaughter bulls from 98 to $1.12. Bred cows and 2-year-olds, average to better quality. Some heavy bred cows today from $800 to $1,200 per head. Did have one choice set of red Angus cows. Like I said, real fancy set. They brought $1,580. Cow calf pairs, average to better quality. Baby tooth and solid mouth pairs from $900 to $1,350. Did have a couple of choice sets of those red Angus cross cows from $1,400 to a high of $1,525.
Jody, what about next week?
2 weeks in a row, over 8,000 sheep and goats. So nothing's changing with the weather. I'd guess 6,000 to 7,000, but it's been more the last few weeks, so we'll just have to see how it plays out. Cattle numbers look like they just continue to build. We're going to be somewhere probably in this 11 to 1,300 head range.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Jody.
You bet. There at the office would be 325-653-3371. My mobile phone would be 234-7895.
Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good, Larry.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. We'll begin with the hogs. Looks like the national pork carcass cutout was quoted at 103.11 down 126. Federal slaughter for hogs, 1.887 million head through Thursday, 99.05. Neighbor, it was up 30. As we move toward the meats, we see that wholesale boxes were firm on Thursday, 36 higher on the choice, 17 higher on the select. That brought us a slaughter of 495,000 head. As we look toward the fats, cash trade for Thursday, 140 to 141. The rest of the volume, 138. I believe we did see some hot and hanging on the rail. As we look toward the futures themselves, April live cattle, 138 even money, up 30. April feeder cattle, 156.40, down 70. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. We're on the line with Kenny Mingus from Milan County Livestock Auction. Cameron, Kenny, how is the sale shaping up?
Well, it's shaping up pretty good, Larry. You know, for this time of year, we've got about 950 in the barn right now. I imagine we'll tag up to, I don't know, I guess 1,000, 1,100 a night. So thinking maybe have 1,300, something like that, 12 to 14,
Good.
you know, and depends on what they do in the morning. But I sure think we'll have 13 or better. And got a lot of cows. A little bit of everything. Got a good many weight cows. Got a couple of one little sellout deal, some black cows. That, boy, if anybody's got some grass, so she'll turn around for them. So and calves, got a little bit from here and a little bit from there. No big strings of anything, but the quality's good, and we're going to sell them to the highest bidder.
Good deal at Milam County Livestock Auction, Cameron. They do it every Friday. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Kenny Mingus.
You bet. Catch us at the office Monday through Wednesday at 254-697-6697. You follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
We appreciate it. We'll talk to you bright and early Monday.
Thanks for what you do, Larry.
Thank you, sir.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how did the sale go?
You bet, Larry. We had a very, very good run today, better than what I even anticipated. We ended up right at 1,800 head of cattle today. I thought overall we had a good market. I thought the only thing we saw a little cheaper today, we getting the lighter type steers, the 250 to 400 pound weight steers, they're probably $10 to $15 lower. Mainly that is a lot of those grass cattle have been bringing that $2 to $2.20, $2.30. A lot of those guys, they're filled up now. They have to have all those cattle weaned and ready to go by May. So that whole market kind of disappears. So we saw a drop on those as a whole. Again, the stocker steers are 400 to 650 pounds. They're all fully steady. Now look at our stocker heifers, the 300 to 500 pound heifers. Some people moved over those. We're $5 higher on those. I thought again the 5 to 650 pound heifers, they're all fully steady today. Our feeder steers overall were fully steady. Feeder heifers were fully steady today. Very active market on all those. I thought our packer cows, packer bulls were all fully steady today. Very active trade on lots of our packer cows. I thought overall top packer cows about $1 a pound today. Top bulls today was $1.13. So very active market. Quality of cattle real good, and I thought overall demand was very active as a whole, Larry.
How's the best of the best shaping up?
It's shaping up real good. We had over 2,200 head already arrived by today. We've got another close to 800-900 that'll come in late tonight and in the morning. We expect around 3,000 some head. A lot of good pairs, red cows, bred heifers, and open heifers, Larry. And we're going to start at 10 o'clock Saturday. If you cannot make it there, we are live on the internet. Go to our website at jordancattle.com. You can get signed up there and everything. But come on down. You can look all the listings we have on our website also. Picture a lot of the cattle too, or give us a call. We'd be more than happy to visit with you, Larry.
Give them the number, please.
You bet. It's area code 325-372-5159. And the website again, jordancattle.com. Look at us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter too. You can find information there, Larry.
All right. We'll talk to you Sunday evening.
You bet. Thank you, Larry.
Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio is at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. And MG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. We are on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, how is the bull business?
Oh, it's been pretty good. It's that turnout time, and fighting this drought. We got a lot of bulls here, good quality Herefords and horn Herefords and poles and Charolais and a few Angus, and sold out of Simmentals yesterday. But we got a nice selection of bulls here on hand, Larry, and bulls are not greased back. They're just kind of seasoned up, in pretty good shape. So we've got a nice set here. If somebody needs one or two,
good.
Sure fix them up.
Good.
And Larry, want to talk about the Atascosa County Club Calf Breeders. We're having our annual Club Calf sale. It's with Cattle in Motions, and the bid off is going to be Monday night, and the bids are open today. The cattle have been up on the website. Go to Cattle in Motions under ACCBA Club Calves, and you can view them and get signed up, and and then we'll have the racehorse finish starts about 7 o'clock on Monday night. If you haven't bid on anything, you kind of need to bid before that 7 o'clock hour so you can get in whether you want it or not. But anyway, it's just people need to understand. But we have a really nice set of calves for sale this year. Got a lot of good Americans, Brahmins, and some exotics, and just a few heifers in there. I think we got like 49 head.
Good.
But we got a really, really good set. They're going to all be over there between Poteet and Lemming at Bill and Brett Simjinski's starting tomorrow at noon and be there through Monday.
Good. Well, tell us how to get a hold of somebody.
Well, they can catch me on the mobile at 830-570-0660, or if you go to that Cattle in Motions, you got all of our names listed there, and and just call any of us, and we'll sure help you get there.
Leroy, thank you a bunch. Y'all have a good weekend.
Yep, you too, Larry. Have a great one. one.
We're on the line from D&D with Wade Floyd. Wade, Purina's got some excellent fly control products, and one of them's a feed-through, isn't it?
Yes, sir. There is a loose mineral that we like to put out. It's going to be a 1275 mineral, and it does have that insect IGR in it.
All right, and y'all sell that in a 50-pound bag?
Yes, sir. We have it in a 50-pound bag, and then we also have it in a molasses tub that will come in 225 pounds, also a 125-pound tub.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Wade, there at D&D in Seguin.
Yes, sir. They can stop by and see us, or they can just give me a shout at 830-379-7340.
We're on the line with Carl Herman from Caldwell Livestock Commission Company talking about his regular Wednesday sale. Carl, how did it turn out?
You know, we had a good sale yesterday, tagged over close to 650 head for 103 consignors and 49 buyers. On a softer cow market and calf market, we had about 85 cows and bulls, slaughtered 91, slaughtered bulls 65 to 109, stocker cows 750 to 1050, and pairs 8 1/4 to 1100. On the calf side, on the steers, 2 to 3 weight steers 170 to 187, 3 to 4 weight steers 173 to 190, 4 to 5 weights 170 to 187. The 5 and 6 weight steers brought 160 to 181, 6 to 7 weights 140 to 163, and the 7 to 8 weight steers 130 to 148. On the heifer side, 2 to 3 weights 160 to 185, 3 to 4 weights 165 to 180, 4 to 5 weight heifers 160 to 175, 5 to 6 weights 150 to 167, 6 to 7 weights 140 to 175, and 7 8 weight heifers 115 to 147. While the prices are a little softer, they're still good. They're still really good, but compared to last week and 2 weeks ago, a little on the softer side.
What do you anticipate for next week, Carl?
You know, I know of 2 or 3 guys that are gathering some groups of cattle to come. Next week, I think next week will be kind of mirror image of what we had this week, 650, 700, something like that. If we don't get any rain like next week, I think it's forecast pretty good for Monday. If we miss out again, I'd look for some people to kind of take a step back and go back to the pasture and start culling some more. So we'll see.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
Okay, my number is 979-820-5349. Call the barn, 567-4119. If you're in the Giddings and surrounding area, call Max Ebner at 540-8676.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Bye-bye.
Neighbor, let's talk about PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing. San Antonio, High, Hondo, Kerrville, Robstown, Jourdanton, and Loretta. Contact the Hondo store at 830-426-2912. That's 830-426-2912. Remember, that's PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing, pipemovers.com. We are on the line with Josh Tilkey from Corn City Auction Company. Josh, how did the sale go last Saturday?
Real well, Larry. We had 620 cattle, 340 sheep and goats before this Easter holiday.
Let's walk the pins, please.
Yes, sir. The good steers, 2 to 3 weight, 175 to 210. 3 to 4s, 170 to $2. 4 to 5 weight men, 158 to 190. 5 to 6s, 155 to 175. 6 to 7s, 145 to 160. 7 pluses, $1.38 to 150. Heifer mates, 2 to 3, 155 to 180. 3 to 4s, 145 to 175. 4 to 5 weights, 140 to 175. 5 to 6s, 135 to 160. 6 to 7s, 120 to 140. Older bull yearlings, $1.10 to 130. Heifer mates, 90 to 110. Bred cows, 1,050 to 1,350. The few pairs we had, 1,200 to 13 1/4. Packer cows are still holding up. Number 1 yield, 83 to 91. 83 to 91. Number 2 yield, 65 to 72. And the bulls, 95 to $1.15. Had 340 sheep and goats. Kid goats, 25 to 50 pounds. 140 to 170 by the head. 50 to 100. 230 to 3 1/4. Stocker nannies, 220 to 3 1/4. Billies, 250 to 425. Sheep, 175 to 240, and the lambs, 150 to 250, Larry.
What does this week's sale look like?
This week seems a little quieter. The wind just keeps blowing. There's no rain in sight. We've got 2 pens of yearlings there so far. I think we'll have another good run of 500 or better. Be some more cows coming in Saturday morning, and we just got to pray for some rain, Larry, because it's getting rough down here.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Josh.
If you can use any of our services, call us here at the barn, 830-780-3382, or on the cell phone, 830-623-2855.
And the motto down there?
Long live Cowboys, Larry.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We're on the line with Rodney Butler, BVL Livestock. Rodney, how's the sale looking this Friday?
We're going to be short tomorrow. We're tagging on a little over 250 right now, so I imagine we'll have about 350 tomorrow. Mostly yearlings, very few cows, no palpates, and got a few packer cows, and some really good yearlings up there, several pins of good yearlings. So I imagine we'll end up with about 350 tomorrow, sir.
At BVL Livestock, tell everybody what time you start and how to get a hold of you, Rodney Butler.
Yeah, we start at 11 o'clock with our sheep and goats, and then we go into our cows and bulls and then our stocker calves. And you can call me at 361-358-1727, or you can call me on my mobile, 645-5002.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and take care.
Neighbor, here's a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, 800-288-4453. Milo through Corpus in April, D's plus 55, 1364. Houston, May plus 85, 1505. Progresso, no bid. Yellow corn to Corpus in April, May plus 80, 837 3/4. Houston, March plus 115, 872 3/4. Progresso, 1520. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in April, May plus 60, 1130 3/4. And Placido beans, April delivery, May less 50, 1595 1/2. Texas cotton, 86 bale of East Texas, Oklahoma, 352 bale of West, brought the total across the state to only 438. It went from 126.70 to 128.95, so that average was around that 128.57 against the May cotton contract, which rested at 133.20, down 249. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. I'm Larry Marble. Thanks for listening. God bless. See you down the road.